Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Wekiva High School welcomes you to Mustang Arena for Varsity Girls Basketball Competition. Please welcome our guests from Lake Minneola High School. They are the Hawks. And they'll be taking on your Wekiva High School Mustangs. Before we begin this evening, in the interest of time, since we are running behind, we ask that you please stand as we honor America with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now let's meet our starting lineups for both teams. We'll begin with our guests from Lake Minneola, and we will start for them at power forward and wing with 6-foot sophomore number 0, Annalise Harris. At point guard, 5'5" junior number 2, Analexi Ortiz. At guard, 5'7" junior number 4, Jaseni Canales. At power forward, 5'8" senior number 12, Sandetta Clark. And finally for the Hawks, at shooting guard and wing, 5'8" junior number 14, Carson Bridges. And the head coach of the Hawks, Mr. Ronald Brown. And now let's meet the starting lineup for your Wekiva High School Mustangs. And we will start for the Mustangs. At guard, a 5'7" junior, number 3, Mayanna Garrett. At guard, 5'5" junior, number 12, Briera Williams. At guard, 5'9" junior, number 15, Emmy James. At forward, 5'11" junior, number 21, Denisha Bowles. And finally for the Mustangs, at forward, 5'9" senior, number 24, Alexis Choice. The head coach of the Mustangs, Mr. Tommy Butts, assistant coaches Keisha Brown Griffin, Latoya Russ, and George Spearman. And the officials for tonight's game are from the Central Florida Officials Association here in Orlando. All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us online on our Wekiva Sports channel on YouTube or the NFHS network. My name is Mark Barchi, the voice of the Mustangs, and I'll be taking you through tonight's contest. You may have noticed that our pregame ran a little bit hot, and that is because we are running behind tonight. We had some scheduling confusion with the officials on the JV game, and so we are starting this game about half an hour, 35 minutes late, and so we're doing everything we can to make it run a little faster. And Mustangs are going to get the opening tip. Bree Williams starts us off. Bree Williams behind the arc for 3, and the Mustangs are on the board. To the corner. I think Emmy James might have gotten a hand on it, but the Hawks are able to reset. Canales gets the play set up at point guard. Swing to Ortiz. Canales to the corner, got an open man with Bridges, and she has it. Canales to Bridges for 3. And now the Hawks are on the board as well. Williams tries another 3. This one is off the mark, though. Bowles tries to reel it in, can't get it, though, and the rebound instead goes to Sandetta Clark. Open from the top of the key. Harris can't get it to go. Bowles on the rebound. Williams with a precision pass to Mayanna Garrett. Can't hold on to it, though. Fortunately, Choice is there to bail her out. Another precision pass, and this time it's going to be Bree Williams on the pass to Mayanna Garrett for the Mustang basket. Both of these teams have pretty strong records, only 5 losses in the books for each team, and I can't speak for the Hawks, but for the Mustangs, I would call all of them honorable losses. It's going to go out of bounds off the Mustangs. It remains Hawks ball. Hawks narrowly avoid the 5-second count on the inbound. Good defense by the Mustangs. Bridges gets to the key, gets stopped by Choice, goes back outside. Little touch by Garrett. Jumper won't go, and Williams on the rebound. And Bowles loses the ball to a steal by Ortiz. She's going to go coast to coast. Yes, she does. And Alexi Ortiz steals 2 on the layup for the Hawks, and we'll pause for a Mustang timeout. It's 30-second timeout requested by Wekiva. And we'll take this opportunity to let you know that we have just all kinds of basketball coming up this week. We have basketball all 5 nights, in fact, and we'll have the boys take to the court tomorrow for an important district contest against the Evans Trojans. That's right here at Mustang Arena. Then on Wednesday, we switch back to girls basketball, and that'll be against the Spruce Creek Hawks. On Thursday, we're back to boys as they take on Seminole from Sanford, the back-to-back defending state champions in 6A. No, excuse me, that is the girls on Friday. The boys on Thursday are against Jones. So 5 games of basketball this week as we alternate between the guys and the gals. All right, back to live action here at Mustang Arena. And tie ball game so far. Again, the Hawks are have a strong record coming into this game. Here we are late in the 2019 season. Choice goes out to Williams. 3 is short. And the rebound gets reeled in for the Hawks by number 4, Canales. In transition, it's Canales on the pass to Bridges. And the Hawks take the lead. Bulls can't get the 3 to go. And Alexi Ortiz to Carson Bridges for 3. James with a nice precision pass, and it's Emmy James to Mayana Garrett at the baseline for the Mustang layup. Back to a 1-possession ball game. Canales again at the point guard, setting up the play. Williams puts pressure on her to start the count. Team control foul is called against the Hawks, number 0, Annalise Harris. That's her first personal foul, and it's the team's first. Checking into the game for the Mustangs, Sadasia Payne. Bowles into Garrett. Nothing there. Bowles takes the 3, short. Rebounds to Sadasia Payne, and she'll go out to James. We're going to get a bump. Block is called against number 2, and Alexi Ortiz. That's her first personal foul, the team's second. Checking into the game for the Mustangs, number 34, Nikki Butler. Hand check is called against number 4, Josie Canales. Her first, the team's third. Payne will step into the backcourt to take the inbound from James. James gets to the baseline, gets stopped as she's double-teamed by Clark and Bridges. And Garrett is short on the jumper. Rebound goes to Ortiz. And Ortiz is called for traveling. Mustangs ball. So not a lot of scoring action going on either side. The Hawks hold the advantage right now thanks to somewhat hotter three-point shooting than the Mustangs. Sadasia Payne lets the ball go out of bounds. Hawks ball. Checking into the game for the Mustangs, number 22, Shania McCarthy. Canales gets to the front court in spite of pressure from the Mustangs. Ortiz shoots an air ball from the baseline, and the rebound goes to Emmy James. James gets her pass picked off by Ortiz. She's been hot on defense tonight. Canales is well short of the mark on the three. Rebound goes to Garrett. Full court pressure coming on by the Hawks, and they'll finally back off. Sineja Payne on the pass, and Nikki Butler for the Mustang 2. Pass is off the mark in transition, a good idea, but poor execution sends the ball out of bounds. Mustangs ball. McCarthy can't get the jumper. Rebound to Canales. She's going to try to go in transition herself. And we're going to get a foul called. Foul called against Mustangs number 3, Mayanna Garrett, her first personal foul, the team's first. Checking into the game for the Mustangs, Madeline Touze. And Mustangs leave an opening. Annalise Harris is fouled on the putback attempt. She'll go to the line and shoot 2 for the Hawks. The Mustangs foul is called against number 3, Mayanna Garrett. That'll be her second personal foul and the team's second.
She's not even on the court.
Strike that. That's against Nikki Butler, her first. And yeah, that would make sense since Mayanna Garrett just subbed out of the game. First free throws of the game, and Harris hits the first. Payne gets the rebound off the second. 2-point ball game. Touze short of the mark, shoots an air ball. Harris on the rebound. Good bounce pass, but Harris unable to convert from under the basket. Sineja Payne gets the rebound. Minneola is currently 4 of 12 from the field for 33%. The Mustangs, for their part, are 4 of 11 for 36%. So both teams hitting about 1 in every 3 that they shoot. James, jumper from the top of the key, no. Held ball, possession, Hawks. Checking into the game for the Mustangs, number 12, Bree Williams. Good pressure by McCarthy. Canales able to get it away, though. And we're going to get another offensive call here. Team control foul is called against number 12, Sandetta Clark. That's her first personal foul, the team's 4th. And most importantly, it turns the ball over to the Mustangs with about 35 seconds to go in the first here. Foul is called against Alexi Ortiz, her second, the team's 5th. Payne nearly trips, but instead she converts. Sineja Payne on a short jumper from the key. And that ties the game. Hawks have a chance to get the last word of the period here, and they're going to draw a foul. Josie Canales is fouled on the attempt. She'll go to the line and shoot two. The foul called against Bree Williams, her first personal foul, and the team's third. So a chance to go into the first break with a lead, with 2 free throws coming up here for Canales. One for two at the line. And that takes us to the end of the first period. It's a 1-point ball game and a very tight contest between two programs with hot records. 12-11 is the score at the end of 8 minutes. We'll be right back. The Mustangs have the opening possession of the second quarter. And welcome back to Mustang Arena. Mark Barchi, the voice of the Mustangs, here with you for tonight's contest. Simmons going to get us started, but it's off the mark, and the rebound goes to Canales. Bridges to the key, through traffic, and she's going to get called on a charge. Offensive charge is called against number 14, Carson Bridges, her first, and the team's sixth. So besides turning the ball over, that also puts the Mustangs into bonus. We'll be shooting for the rest of the half on all defensive and loose ball fouls. Alexis Choice from Erica Simmons for two. Nice bounce pass into the key there. And the Mustangs retake the lead for the first time since early in the first quarter. Bridges takes the jumper herself, a little bit short. Contested rebound, and it's going to go out of bounds off of Minneola. They're going to say that Clark was the last one to touch that. A couple of Minneola fans not happy with that call. Checking into the game for the Mustangs, number 3, Mayanna Garrett. And that's just a missed route, to use a football illusion. Out of bounds. Hawks ball. Choice thought that Simmons was going to get there faster than she did. And an opportunity to return the favor here as Payne picks off Bridges. Mayanna Garrett is fouled on the attempt. She'll go to the line and shoot two for the Mustangs. Hawks foul is called against number 14, Carson Bridges. That's her second personal foul and the team's 7th. Garrett is 0 for 2 at the line. Rebound ultimately makes its way to Annalise Harris. Hawks have an opportunity in transition, and it will convert. Carson Bridges on a long pass from Josie Canales. And so the Hawks retake the lead. Good laser pass, but Garrett not able to convert. Can't get the putback either. Choice on the rebound, but then she promptly gives it away to Canales. Canales going to go all by herself, and well, you pick who you want to give the block to. I'm going to give it to Erica Simmons. You're going to make an argument for Bree Williams as well. Garrett dancing around Canales, goes to Williams instead. Swing to Payne to the corner. And a tough pass, bad bounce pass, gets picked off by Carson Bridges. Mustangs so far have turned the ball over 6 times. And now Lake Minneola is going to call for their 3rd team control foul. Offensive foul is called against number 0, Annalise Harris. That's her 2nd personal foul, the team's 8th. No bonus shots on offensive fouls, but it turns the ball over to the Mustangs. Checking into the game for Wekiva, Denisha Bowles. Better bounce passing this time. Erica Simmons fouled on the attempt. She'll go to the line and shoot 2. The foul called against number 12, Sandetta Clark. That's her 2nd personal foul and the team's 9th. So while it has not made a difference yet, the Mustangs now feature double bonus in their favor as Simmons misses her 1st. Opportunity to tie the game still. And she does. Clark's basket won't go. Rebound to Bowles. James lets a 3 go. Not there. It's going to go out of bounds off of Garrett. Bridges lets loose a 3. It's off the mark. Rebound goes to Mayanna Garrett. In transition, Bowles tries to get to the key, but loses the ball to a steal by Annalise Harris. To the other side we go. A lot of pressure coming on by James. Ortiz tries to dribble through it, but she's going to let the ball go out of bounds. Mustangs ball. And you may be able to overhear the enthusiasm from the bench, adding some energy to that defensive play. Half the 2nd quarter gone now, and we are no closer to deciding a winner than we were when we started. James misdirects with her eyes, and she gets it. Denisha Bowles for 3 on the pass from Emmy James. Nice work there by James on the deception with the pass, and she finds an open player and gets exactly what she wants. And Alexi Ortiz from Josie Canales with the Hawks answer. James goes for the jumper herself, and it bounces out. Garrett on the rebound. Bowles can't get the three to go, and the rebound this time goes to Harris. It does at least manage to dislodge the basket, which had become discombobulated from the last couple of attempts. Canales tries to get around James, and she does. Josie Canales on the Hawks layup. And so the Hawks retake the lead. Erica Simmons is fouled on the attempt. She'll go to the line and shoot two for the Mustangs. The Hawks foul is called against number 12, Sandetta Clark. That's her third personal foul, and it's the team's 10th. So the Mustangs enjoy double bonus in their favor. This one wouldn't have mattered. It's a shooting foul anyway. Simmons is off the mark on her first. Checking into the game for the Mustangs, Deja Payne. Free throw ties the game once again. We'll go to the other end. Harris misses the jumper from the top of the key. And Bowles swoops in for the rebound. Nearly has to fight off her own man to get it. Payne trying to get it to Bowles. Instead loses the ball to a steal by Harris. Mustangs able to get back in time to avoid a transition opportunity. Instead, they'll go for the three. Canales is too hot. We're going to get a foul on the rebound. Hold is called against Alexi Ortiz. That's her third personal foul. And puts the Mustangs into double bonus at the line, shooting two. What is that? 22. Shania McCarthy hits her first of two at the free throw line. Checking into the game for the Hawks, number 1, Elizabeth Triab. Hawks have not been doing a lot of substituting so far compared to the Mustangs tonight. McCarthy has the go-ahead free throw, and she hits the second as well. Bridges down the baseline, draws foul. Carson Bridges is fouled on the attempt. She'll go to the line and shoot two for the Hawks. Mustang foul is called against Alexis Choice. That's her first personal foul and the team's fourth. Bridges hits the first. Opportunity to tie the game here with the second free throw. And she does. 12 points for Carson Bridges so far tonight out of the team's 20. Nice pass. Mayanna Garrett on the pass from Shania McCarthy for two. And the Mustangs back in the lead. Josie Canales is fouled on the attempt. She'll go to the line and shoot two for the Hawks. The Mustangs foul this time is called against Mayanna Garrett. That's her second personal foul and the team's fifth. Opportunity to tie the game once again. And she does not. She's short, and the rebound goes to Bowles. Deja Payne is fouled on the attempt. The pass came from Bowles there. She'll go to the line and shoot two. The foul is called against number 12, Sandetta Clark. That's her fourth personal foul. And so that could be a problem, as she's been in the game the whole time and has picked up 4 fouls and hasn't even gotten to halftime yet. Payne, 2 shell. Checking in for the Hawks, number 21, Kaylee Moore. Hand check is called against Denisha Payne. That's her first personal foul, the team's 6th. And so that's the last free one. We'll be shooting for the rest of the half in both directions. 30-second timeout is requested and granted to the Hawks. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Mustang Arena. Buck 16 left in the half. Very back and forth contest, still anybody's game. Whoever wins this game is going to consider it a big win. And here Alexis Choice picks off Kaylee Moore. McCarthy, 2-point jumper, won't go. Rebound to Moore. Harris in the corner doesn't have anything. She comes back out to Tria, who has a short 3. Rebound to Bowles. Transition opportunity. Bowles to Garrett. No. Rebound to Bridges. Josie Canales picks up the Hawks layup. 6 points for her tonight. Ties the game once again. 19 seconds left on the clock. Mustangs may have the last word of the period here. And it's going to be Garrett to Choice for the Mustang go-ahead basket. Hawks with one more chance to respond.
5 seconds.
To the key, blocked by Garrett. And that's it. That's going to take us to halftime, and the Mustangs go into the locker room with just a 2-point advantage. A tight contest here on Monday Night Basketball. 25-23 is your score at intermission here in our varsity contest.
Good 25-23.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are your halftime stats. We'll begin with Lake Minneola, and they have Annalise Harris on the books with 1 free throw. She also has 4 rebounds and 2 steals. And Alexi Ortiz with 4 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, and 2 steals in the books. Josie Canales, 6 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and 1 steal. And Carson Bridges leads her team with 12 points, 1 rebound, and 1 steal. For the Mustangs, Shania McCarthy, 2 points and a rebound, along with an assist. Nikki Butler, 2 points. Erica Simmons has 2 points and 1 assist. Denisha Bowles, 3 points and 5 rebounds. Bree Williams, 3 points, 1 rebound, and 1 assist. Sadisha Payne has 3 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal. And Alexis Choice has 4 points, 1 rebound, and a steal. And Mayanna Garrett leads the team with 6 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 assist in a very balanced effort for the Mustangs tonight. And again, that takes us to a 25-23 contest. We want to remind you that if you are not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, Make sure you do that. Our YouTube channel is now up over 428 subscribers exactly as of this very moment. We would love to get to 500 before the end of basketball season, and you can help us do that. If you are listening to me online right now, you should have a red subscribe button in front of you. Make sure you press that, because when we get to 1,000 subscribers, we become a YouTube partner. The reason that is important is because when you watch our videos and you see advertising playing before the video, at the bottom of the video, or next to the video, instead of all of that money going to YouTube, part of that money will come to Wekiva. So you'll be helping us generate some revenue, and you don't even have to spend any of your own money. If you do happen to be a premium member of YouTube, then a small cut of your fee, whatever proportion goes to the time you spend watching our videos, will come to us instead of going to Google. So, regardless of whether you watch ads on YouTube or not, you're helping us. And so you can do that. You can help us get there by subscribing. Again, we need to get to 1,000 subscribers. We'd like to get to 500 by the end of this season. We just started this channel in August. 428 subscribers is awesome, but we would love to get even farther. So even if you are always here in person and you never need to watch the games on YouTube, we would love it if you take your phone out right now and subscribe to us on our YouTube channel. We also encourage you to follow us on Facebook and on Twitter. We are at Wekiva Sports. You'll get live real-time updates from many of our athletic events, as well as news and information about our athletes and alumni. Again, we are at Wekiva Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. And finally, WekivaMustangs.com. That's where you'll get your scores, schedules, and more. We actually just loaded nearly all of the spring schedules to WekivaMustangs.com, so you can go ahead and put those on your calendar now. We have baseball, softball, girls lacrosse. We have water polo up as well. And we have also added track and field. All those schedules are there and available for you to go ahead and add to your own calendars right now. We're going to live stream as much of that as we can when we get to the spring season as well. You can also subscribe while you are on our website to our news alerts. If you would like to be alerted whenever we post news or whenever we have schedule changes, we invite you to do that. The spring season does have some outdoor activities, and as a result of that, we will inevitably have some rainouts. We'll have some weather postponements and cancellations perhaps. And if you want to make sure that you never accidentally show up to a game that doesn't exist, the best way to do that is to make sure that we are sending you email and text alerts. You choose. You can have them sent by email, text message, or both, whatever you like. You choose which sports you care about, and you can change your mind at any time. Go to WekivaMustangs.com and look for the register button in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. You can give us your information. Please make sure that you confirm your email address, though, because we respect your privacy, and we want to make sure that that email address and that phone number really belongs to you. So when you sign up, we will send you an email. You will need to click the link in that email to prove you own that address. And once you do that, your subscriptions will be active. And then you can choose to add a phone number if you like. We'll text you a code. You put that code back into the website to prove you own the phone number, and then you are subscribed. And again, you can log back in and change your mind anytime. WekivaMustangs.com, click the register button. For those of you listening online, we are going to go to break, and we'll be back in about 5 minutes here at Mustang Arena with a 25-23 advantage for the Mustangs at the end of the first half. The Hawks have the opening possession of the second half. And welcome back to Mustang Arena. We got a real thriller going on here with Monday Night Basketball. Back and forth contest, lots of lead changes, and Minneola trails by 2 coming back to start the second half. Carson Bridges has been the MVP so far for them. Mustangs with a remarkably balanced effort as Miana Garrett deflects the ball away. No player has more than 6 points of the Mustangs' 25, so you have to admire them for the equal contribution of many team members. In the first half, shooting, Minneola was 8 of 23 for 34%. Choice gets the rebound here. Wekiva, for their part in the first half, was 9 of 26 with 8 turnovers. Tanisha Bowles opens up second half scoring for the Mustangs. A little bit of a slower pace to start the second half for the Hawks coming out of the gate. Hard pass gets pulled in by Canales. I mentioned that Wekiva had 8 turnovers. Minneola, for their part, had 9. So that's also a fairly even stat. Bridges can't get the 3 to go, and we have a trip up on the rebound attempt. They're going to say that went off of Wekiva. Checking into the game for Minneola, Sandetta Clark. And so Coach Brown will take a chance here and put Clark back in with 4 fouls. And we still have 14 and a half minutes left to play. Down the baseline, nothing there, and it's going to get picked off by Alexis Choice. James to Bowles for 3, off the mark. Rebound to Canales. She's going to try to take it coast-to-coast herself and gets fouled in the process. Josie Canales is fouled on the attempt. She'll go to the line and shoot 2 for the Hawks. The Mustangs foul called against Emmy James. That's her first personal foul, and the team's first this half. The first half, the Mustangs shot 5 of 10 for 50% and picked up 20 rebounds. The Hawks, for their part, were 5 of 8 from the charity stripe and picked up 19 rebounds. So pretty much every stat we look at shows a very balanced ball game so far. The only difference, perhaps, may be the fact that more of the Hawks' points are invested in one player with Carson Bridges. First free throw is good, as is the second, and that will bring us back to a 2-point ball game. And we're going to pause for a 30-second timeout. 30-second timeout is requested by the Hawks. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we will take this opportunity to remind you that we have basketball all 5 nights this week. We've got something for you to do if you are not too busy watching the reruns of Rent at home. And that starts, of course, with tonight versus Lake Minneola. Boys will take on Evans for an important district contest coming up tomorrow. Then the girls are back in action against the Spruce Creek Hawks on Wednesday. The boys will take on Jones in a triple header on Thursday. And the girls host Seminole for senior night on Friday. So even if you're only coming to the varsity game, make sure you get here early on Friday so you can help us wish farewell to the class of 2019. We will also be webcasting the senior night ceremony in addition to the game. Choice with a rough pass, gets it stolen from her by Canales, tries to go herself. I think Payne might have got a piece of that. She certainly gets the rebound. Payne goes coast to coast, and it's good! Sinasia Payne, coast to coast for 2. Mustangs back out on top by 4. I'd have to go back and look at the game history, but I don't believe the Mustangs have led by more than 4 all night. As I'm flipping through now, I believe that is a true statement. Traveling, Mustangs ball. Choice can't get it. Bowles can't get either of her putback attempts. Is that a held ball? Is that a jump? Held ball, possession Mustangs. Amy James had a good look from the baseline, won't go. Deja Payne can't get the putback either, but she gets her own rebound again. And it's still in possession of Wekiva. James is short on the three. Rebound goes to Ortiz. Wild one-handed shot from Clark from the key. Not going to go, but Bree Williams steps in there and swats it out of bounds, so it'll stay with the Hawks. Open Canales. Josie Canales from downtown for three. That might have been a three from NBA range. It would have been close. Good pass from Deja Payne to Garrett. Diana Garrett is fouled on the attempt. She'll go to the line and shoot two. Sandetta Clark is called on her fifth personal foul. She'll retire from the game with 3 rebounds. Checking in for her is Tyra Banks. And also coming into the game for the Mustangs after the shots will be Shania McCarthy. For 2 at the line for Garrett. Goes out of bounds off the Mustangs, so a missed opportunity there. Checking into the game for Wekiva, Shania McCarthy. Deja Payne gets in the way of that one. Still a 1-point ball game. Harris, a little too hot there. Rebound goes to James. Good double teaming will force the Mustangs to set the play up for a half-court set. A long 2-point jump shot for Shania McCarthy on the pass from Deja Payne. Deflected into the backcourt by Payne. Harris is again off the mark on the 3. Rebound is not going to go either. And Payne gets the rebound. Try to score in transition here. Bowles a little anemic. And the rebound goes to Bridges. Bridges in trouble. She gets the ball off to Annalise Harris, is fouled on the attempt. She'll go to the line and shoot 2. Emmy James is called on the foul. It's her second personal and the team's second this half. Checking into the game for the Mustangs, Madeline Touzé. And Banks must not have seen Emmy James there, passing it right into her hands. Good look from Bree Williams, and it bounces out for 3. It's going to go to the floor, and we're going to get a held ball. Held ball, possession Mustangs. Team control foul is called against Anisha Bowles, her first, the team's third. So the Mustangs will ultimately get the arrow anyway. Bowles tries to go coast to coast. Tanisha Bowles fouled on the attempt. She'll go to the line and shoot 2. The foul called against Elizabeth Tria, her first and the team's second. Shania McCarthy on the Mustangs putback. So 3 for the price of 2 there. The Mustangs take their largest lead of the game. No team has led by 5 points until this moment. And we're going to get a steal by Bowles, a chance to make it more. And Tuesday is too hot on the layup. Mustang foul is called against number 22, Shania McCarthy, on the hold. That's her first personal foul, the team's 4th. Nikki Butler is into the game for Denisha Bowles. Harris shoots an air ball and nobody touches it. $1:27 to go here in the third quarter. Mustangs enjoying the largest lead by either team of the entire game, which doesn't seem like much at only 5 points, but nevertheless it's been that close throughout. Good pass inside to Nikki Butler, but equally good defense coming from Bridges. James tries to skate around, takes a jumper. She's got it. Emmy James makes it a 7-point game for Wekiva. Under a minute. Oh, Bree Williams actually causes the ball to get counted. There is not backcourt violation, and Annalise Harris scores 2 for the Hawks. So Williams understandably was trying to get a steal there, but by touching the ball first, she actually avoided the backcourt violation call against Minneola. Would have been better off to just let them touch it and take the turnover. Inside to Butler. Butler waits her turn. Held ball, possession Hawks. So statistically, that's a turnover for Nikki Butler and a steal for Carson Bridges. Back to a 5-point game. Nice deflection by Butler. at the buzzer, and no good. Harris not connecting on the three, and that takes us to the end of the third period. And it looks like we may be set up for a photo finish. No team has led by more than 7 points all game long, and right now it is a 5-point lead for the Mustangs at the end of the third quarter. 36-31 is your score going into the last 8 minutes of this Monday night basketball contest. And we will open up the fourth quarter with a timeout called by Minneola. It'll have to be a full timeout. And we'll be right back. All right, welcome back to Mustang Arena, where we are going to try to start the fourth quarter for real this time. Interesting coaching choice there by Ron Brown, as the Mustangs have the opening possession of the fourth quarter. Taking it when he only had 3 timeouts left, taking one of them now in a game that could very well come down to the wire based on how things have been going so far. Nevertheless, though, he took an extra break, made it a 2-minute intermission instead of a 1-minute intermission. Diana Garrett to Bree Williams to open up fourth quarter scoring with a 3. Canales gets put under pressure, gets it to Emmy James for the steal, and Sadeja Payne steals 2 for the Mustangs. And now a 10-point game, just like that. A 3 and a 2 unanswered from the Hawks have made it a 10-point ball game. We have not seen a double-digit lead by either team the entire game. 3 won't go for Tria. Putback not going to work either. And the rebound goes to James. Strike that. Garrett got the rebound. Steal by Tria, sets him up at the other end. 3 won't go for Bridges. And the Hawks have been struggling to penetrate all game, and the Mustangs had 2 until just now. Hard pass, and Payne barely managed to pull it in. She's going to get double teamed to get punished for that, though. And the Mustangs will request a timeout. Full timeout called by Wekiva. Ladies and gentlemen, we invite you to come back tomorrow night where we'll have the boys basketball team taking to the court with a triple header, a district contest as well against the Evans Trojans. Freshmen start at 4:30, JV at 6, and varsity at 7:30. Payne takes the jumper. She's got it. Sanisha Payne from the top of the key for 2. And that makes it a 12-point ball game. Mustangs on a run here at just the right time. And a steal as Tyra Banks loses it to Mayanna Garrett. Tough pass from James. Sanisha Payne on the pass from Emmy James gets the basket and a chance to make it a 3-point play. The foul is called against Hawks number 2 and Alexi Ortiz. That's her 4th personal foul, and it's the team's 2nd. Three-point play won't convert. Garrett can't get the putback either. Held ball, possession Hawks. Mayanna Garrett is fouled on the putback attempt. She'll go to the line and shoot 2. The Hawks foul called against number 3, Tyra Banks. Her 1st personal foul, the team's 3rd. Too much time. That'll count as a miss. 1 shot remaining. And Garrett gets the 1 free throw she's allowed to take. Sanisha Payne steals 2 for the Mustangs. And now the Mustangs lead by 17, something that was thought unthinkable late in the 3rd period. Annalise Harris is fouled on the attempt. She'll go to the line and shoot 2. Foul called against Mustangs' Alexis Choice. That's her 2nd personal foul and the team's 5th. Annalise Harris goes 2 for 2 at the line. That cuts the Mustang advantage to 15. Sanisha Payne powers to the baseline for 2. And Sanisha Payne swoops in again with that signature speed. Payne steals 2 more for the Mustangs. We'll pause for a full timeout called by the Hawks. Wow, what a run for the Mustangs. All right, welcome back to Mustang Arena. The Mustangs on a hot streak here in the fourth quarter. In the fourth quarter, Wekiva has outscored Lake Minneola 16-2. In fact, Lake Minneola has gotten no field goals in the last 3 minutes and 30 seconds. The only 2 points they have this quarter came from free throws. Alexis Choice gets a block shot here. Rebound goes to Bowles. In a remarkable turnaround for the Mustangs, what's been a back-and-forth game the whole time, and now finally the Mustangs have some distance for the first time this game. Tanisha Bowles on an inside pass to Alexis Choice. Jumper from Harris won't go. Rebounds to Mayanna Garrett. Garrett has an opportunity to transition, goes to McCarthy, short. No call. And the rebound goes to Ortiz. Another transition opportunity, this time for Bridges. I think Garrett might have gotten a piece of that one. She also gets the rebound. Fumbled by McCarthy, and he's going to have to chase that one out of bounds. Checking into the game for the Mustangs, Emmy James and Erica Simmons. Emmy James, quick on the draw, and Emmy James steals a layup for the Mustangs. And it seems that the Hawks only brought 3/4 worth of gas with them, as it has been all Wekiva since the last break. Good inside pass, no coverage, and it's going to be Josie Canales to Analexi Ortiz. That is remarkably the first field goal of the fourth quarter for the Hawks. Payne can't get it to go. Erica Simmons gets the putback and a chance to make it a three-point play. Foul is called against number 0, Annalise Harris, her third personal foul and the team's fourth. Checking into the game for the Mustangs, Madeline Touzé. Three-point play is short. Rebound goes to Harris. Bridges can't get it to go from the baseline. Gets her own rebound, though. Ortiz on the jumper. Nothing there. And Erica Simmons on the rebound. The other end, an opportunity for a transition play. Too hot, though, from McCarthy. It's going to go out of bounds off the Hawks, though. Mustangs getting more work to do here. Bowles for three. A little bit to the left of the mark there. Rebound goes to Canales. $1:30 left in the ball game. Hawks looking to get another field goal on the board, and they do. That is Macy Wilson for three. I think it was 2. I'm going to give it to Ortiz. To Payne, she's got it. Annie James picks up 2 for the Mustangs. Carson Bridges fouled on the attempt. She'll go to the line and shoot 2. Foul called against Erica Simmons. That's her first personal foul. And it's the team's 6th. So a violation and a short free throw attempt will be 0 for 2 at the line. And now the Mustangs don't really need a basket here. Butts is going to run a play anyway. And it's picked off. Erica Simmons on a block also picks up the rebound, and that's probably going to take us to the end of the game. Hey, James can't get it to go. Rebound to Bridges. Carson Bridges picks up 2 for the Hawks. That takes us to the end of the ball game, and in what was a neck-and-neck contest until the end of the third quarter, turns into a 20-point victory with the Mustangs outscoring the Hawks 24-9 in the final 8 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you so much for coming out tonight to support your Hawks and Mustang athletes. Mustang fans, make sure and come back and join us tomorrow night as the boys take on the Evans Trojans, freshmen at 4:30, JV at 6, varsity at 7:30. Your next chance to catch the girls in action is on Wednesday against Spruce Creek, with the JV team starting at 6, varsity at 7:30. And then don't forget about senior night coming up this Friday against Seminole, and that'll be at 6 o'clock JV, senior night festivities between the games, and then varsity to follow that. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at Wekiva Sports, and bookmark WekivaMustangs.com for all of your scores, schedules, and more. Those in the arena, please drive carefully and arrive home safely. Those of you online, thanks for tuning in to our YouTube channel, Wekiva Sports. Have a great night.